morning. Day 2 in Hanoi. I'm going to stop counting the days of the holiday just to make it easier. We are free day today. We are free day. How's that for a sentence? We have a free day today until about 4 p.m. where we need to meet a bus just down around the corner here to take us to Haijiang. About a 6-hour drive, I think it is, and it's a pretty luxurious bus. I might cut to some footage of it in the video. I'll cut now, but in real life it's going to be this afternoon. So yeah, that should be fun. It just makes it easier for us going to and from Haijiang. We were originally going to ride scooters, but decided against it just because it was going to take a little bit too much time out of our itinerary on the way back, so that we couldn't go to Halong Bay, the World Heritage site, just to cruise around for a night. So in order to fit that in, we had to have this transfer on the way back as well. So that's the only reason we're doing that. Today is just going to be a bit of a shopping day, a bit of a sightseeing day. Go and see what Hanoi looks like during the day. It certainly is a pretty cool place during the night. I was very, very impressed with that. So not much as far as bucket list items to see and do here today. But yeah, we'll just walk around and see what there is to see. We just had some breakfast at the hotel because it was included in the price, so why not make use of it, hey? We might go down and get a coffee, a proper coffee. Vietnamese coffee is pretty good actually, from Australian standards. So we're going to go and find a coffee, find a couple of things, and get some supplies for the boys who are waiting in Haijiang. That's about it. So come along, see what Hanoi has to offer during the day, and we'll see you again this afternoon when we're on the bus on our way to Haijiang. It's going to be a long trip. We get there at about 10:30 p.m. and we've organised the boys to meet us at the bus stop with some scooters that they've already hired, hopefully, to take us from the bus stop to the hotel. Otherwise it's a little bit of a walk. So we'll see if that works out, see if they can stay upright long enough to come and grab us. So we'll see. But going to be another cool day. Looks a little bit overcast, but temperature is probably mid-20s. Perfect weather, so I'm happy. Let's hit it. So after our coffee, we wandered around for a little bit and checked out that nice French cathedral there, which is a remnant of the French colonial time that Vietnam went through. We're in search now of a massage place called Omamora Massage, not Lily's travel agency. It's just further down the lane here. And it's a place that gives all of the profits to help the vision impaired people of Hanoi. So we thought that was kind of a bit of a good deal. And a good cause. It was around 25 Australian dollars for an hour's massage, so it's not the cheapest you can find here, but we wanted to go and get a little bit pampered. So we had a great massage there for about an hour, and once we came out we were kind of melting, so it was pretty good, and that would have been the perfect time to go and get something to eat. I just want to mention the difference between, or why we search for restaurants on the Michelin Guide app rather than Google Maps or TripAdvisor. Because in this part of the world, a lot of people will, I wouldn't say force, but they will highly encourage it, and they'll sometimes often stand there and wait for you to give them a 5-star review on some of those platforms. So it can be unreliable. You know, we've come across places, you'd search Google Maps and you see a restaurant that had, 1,000 reviews and it was 5 out of 5, which
as you know, if you've used a few of those review platforms before, it's almost impossible to get 1,000 5-star reviews and 0 4.4-star reviews. It just doesn't happen. So it can be fairly unreliable, the reviews here. So we use the Michelin Guide app. It's the same Michelin that issues Michelin stars, but it does have a budget search option. So we just search here. This was one of the places that we also found is just a rooftop bar. We're just going to chill out here and have a beer before lunch. But the Michelin Guide app, you can search, filter, and just filter for budget options. So it's not expensive. You're not eating in Michelin star restaurants. It's just the same food reviewers also do budget options. So they can't really be as easy as the Google reviews. So that's kind of just a little way to avoid the scam reviews. So we had some lunch at this Michelin Guide place, and it was fantastic. So we just finished our massage. Very relaxing, very nice. We're going to go to another place for lunch. We've got a couple of hours before the bus, and that's about it really. We'll be off on the bus, so we'll see you soon. So this is the place here. This was highly recommended on the Michelin Guide app if you filtered the search results for budget options. Now, you don't have to. There are clearly Michelin star restaurants all around Southeast Asia, so you can probably find them if you want, but this was a budget option. And it'll also recommend what you should buy or what is good at this restaurant. In this case, it was the spring rolls that you can see there in the center of the plate that Mel stabs with a fork, not a chopsticks. But yeah, that was fantastic. So we had lunch there, and then we went to find our bus to take us to Haijiang. So once again, jumped on Google Maps and checked in and loaded up our luggage and made our way on the bus all the way up to Haijiang. This is us for the next 6 hours. Sleeper bus. Wave, Mel. Got my little light. Little setup. Got me free little munchie bag. Ready to go. So luckily it turned out that earlier in the day we were told that the bus trip also includes a transfer. Once we got to Haijiang, which is where we are now, we took our bags off the bus and they put them in like a Ford Transit. And we could only assume that this was going to take us to our hotel, and it did, clearly. So we didn't have to wait for the boys. We told them earlier in the day so they could plan their afternoon around it and get on the beers. So we got a private transfer to our hotel and a 6-hour bus trip for 14 Australian dollars per person, which is kind of crazy. So here we are checking into the Yanbian Luxury Hotel in Haijiang or Haijiang. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but it was a lovely hotel. It said it was also used for wedding venues, so they must be pretty popular with the Vietnamese to come up here and have some weddings. But yeah, it was very nice. Reasonably priced too. I can't remember off the top of my head how much it was, but most of the hotels in this part of the world, you'd be hard pressed getting them over $100 a night, $150 for something similar to this. So we were very happy. And at the end of a long day, I couldn't be happier.
Hello, end of a long trip. We finally made it. Not much to say. We're going to crash. We met up with the boys, had a beer or two. But that's about it. Tomorrow we start the Haijiang Loop. So that's the end of today. Big travel day. Adventure awaits tomorrow. We'll go and get the bikes and we'll make our way to the first stop, which is only a couple of hours up the road. So nice and easy, cruisy day. See what there is to see. But signing out from Haijiang or Haijiang in northern Vietnam. See you tomorrow.